The microphone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard and go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah, we back again, man. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan. What's up, man? How you doing today? How's today going for you? Because yesterday we wasn't all here, and you know what? I'm tired of taking the blame. You got motherfuckers DMing me and sending me messages, big bro. Y'all didn't come on today. Damn, what happened? Y'all ain't okay? No, it was Jordan's fault. It was Jordan's fault that we were not on yesterday. So don't blame me. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck was going on. So y'all talk to Jordan. Just get that. You see the name at the bottom? 11 Jordan Webb. Hit that nigga up. Don't hit that nigga up. Don't hit me. Hit that nigga. It's rolling at the bottom of the screen right now. That's the name you type in. At 11 Jordan Webb. That's the name right there. You know what I mean? How you doing today, though, man? You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll, man. I'm happy, man. I'm good. Business is growing. I'm feeling good, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good right now.
Well, I'm glad the business is growing. You know what I mean? I'm glad that's growing and all of that shit. More mouth, more power, more love to you from the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean? But we also are trying to grow a podcast. So I need you on this motherfucker on top. I need you to start collaborating with my shit as well. You know what I mean? I said this to you on here before. Every time no, motherfucker. Every time I need you to collaborate, no matter what. No matter what, we got to build this motherfucker. You understand? But congrats to you with your business out there in Australia doing your thing. What else you got to say, Smart? Go ahead. Say something. I'm ready. I want all the smoke, nigga. All the smoke.
It's smart. I'm not saying I'm smart. You said, how am I doing? I'm feeling all right. You know what I'm saying? Ellen's sick right now. So you know, that's probably on the down. That's probably down. She has the blues right now. She's struggling, but
it's like a little something that's it's gonna pass over. You know what I mean? She's just going through a little bug right now or something.
Yeah. She's going through a little bug right now. She's struggling right now. So you know, after this show, I'm gonna have to go get her some stuff or whatever that is, and you know, tend to her a little bit. But yeah, man, got the day off today. I'm good, man.
Always tend to your woman. You know what I mean? Tend to your woman. You got to be able to show her and vice versa. She got to tend to her man too. Both of y'all had to show each other the qualities. You know what I mean? That both of you can be marriage material and all of that. Just people in general and in life, period. You know what I mean? So always tend to your woman, have her back and all of that type of shit when she needs you and all of that shit. So that's good shit.
How you feeling though? How's everything? How's the kids? How's a wife?
Shit, everybody good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I mean? It looked like my pick, I got a chance for my pick OKC in 6 to be just that. You know what I'm saying? They did win 2 straight. For the first time in this series, a team has won 2 games in a row. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. The finals is exciting. You know what I mean? That means we're getting closer to football season and we're above water, baby. We still here living. We got another day on earth. You understand?
How was Father's Day?
Father's Day my wife had to work. She had to work, you know what I mean? So when I got some gifts from my mom, you know what I mean, the kids and my wife and shit, you know what I mean? We went to church and everything, shit. I got on that grill. You know, my kids wanted a smoked meatloaf, so whip that up with some mixed veggies, you know what I mean? And with some macaroni and shit like that. And that yellow cake with chocolate ice. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and nothing too violent. Nothing too violent, you know what I mean? So I had a cool day, you know what I mean? Kicked back, chilled out, you know what I'm saying? And other than that, man, you know what I mean? Everything is good. Everything is going. So shit, for the viewers, let you hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all know what to do. You know what I mean? Let your friends know so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. You understand? But listen, man, we're going to go ahead, jump right into it. We're going to keep wasting y'all time. We seen OKC last night against the Indiana Pacers win their second straight game to go up 2-0 and 3-2 in the series. This is the first time in this series where a team has won 2 straight games. You feel what I'm saying? They played a good game last night. Back at home in Paycom Arena. It was loud. It was the game of runs as usual. But hey, OKC was able to do their thing. Jalen Williams stepped all the way up, and they had a good performance as a team overall. You feel me? So shit. What was your thoughts on that performance for OKC, dog?
No, you can go. You set it off. Set it on fire, man.
All right, look. So before I get on the thoughts of the performance, bro, I just want to say something. You know what I mean? Listen, people got to stop getting mad when I say, you know what I mean, Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar. Hey, I'm hating. I'm a hater. You know, I just want to see him lose and all that other shit, bro. These are the game that you just seen last night. The 0 field goals and the 4 points, which came from free throws. And I know he's dealing with a calf or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna tell you something. You know, Joy, you know me. I'm an injury guy. If you can't play, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all right, cool. Don't be out there playing. But he wasn't looking hobbled out there to me. He was still sprinting up the damn court. And before he fell and had that injury, he wasn't doing shit no way. It was the same old shit. Can't get past nobody, putting up shots that wasn't going there. Looked like it was rushed because they was in them shorts. You know what I mean? And we know Lou Shorts out there. You know, Lou Dortz, who I call Lou Shorts. He gonna be in them shorts all night long. He been in them shorts. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar. It's okay. You could be really good in the NBA. And really good in the NBA is good. You one of the best players in the world or at your position, whatever the case may be. But these are the reasons, the way he played, these are the reasons why people will say he's overrated. Now, somebody like me will say he's not overrated because I don't have him up there with the top guys anyway. So I don't think he's overrated. I just think he's good for his position. He's good for his team. But superstar, you don't see superstar things from him on a nightly basis. They like you one. He had one good game. That was game 3. You cannot. The people got to stop being a prisoner of the moment and saying just jumping. He's a superstar all because he made a clutch shot here and there. Yes, he had a clutch shot in each series to end the game. It looks good, but that's not what makes a superstar. You got to have superstar performances. You feel what I'm saying? So he had one good game in this series. Every other night, it's the bench. Somebody went off on the bench, or it's Pascal Siakam, or, you know, it's Benedict Mathurin and TJ McConnell, or Benedict Mathurin again, or TJ McConnell again. Just like last night, TJ McConnell balled the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You got Patriot fans saying, hell, they should have kept TJ McConnell in and not put him back in the fucking game. That's what Patriot fans are saying to me. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar. He's not overrated because he's not one of the top point guards in the league. Not a point guard who, remember I told you he was having the conversation, not just a point guard who's not willing to score first. I know we don't break it down like that. We're talking about point guard in general. He's not one of the top guys. You feel top 5, if you ask me? Absolutely not. So this is not superstar performances. Superstar performances is night in and night out. That's what makes you a superstar. The superstar performer is on the other side in OKC. That wears number 2. He's the MVP. He's a superstar. Night in and night out. They game plan for him. They ain't game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. He can't get past nobody. But the best thing he got going for him in this series is to come off one of those brush screens, coming off screens when he already got momentum and he can keep on just rolling to the basket or whatever the case may be. He's not doing anything that's out here just causing them motherfucking harm. Like, oh my God, we got to stop this guy. You see what they do in the SGA? They picking that man up full court. They making Dagenhall change what they do. Hey, Jalen Williams, you bring it up full court. You're going to have the ball in your hands now. We're going to have the ball in your hands a little more. And when Shea do get that ball, guess what? If they're going to trap him, he going to set everybody else up. That's game planning for a superstar. They're not doing that for Tyrese Halliburton. So people got to stop getting upset and trying to quit saying, I'm hating, or I just want to see niggas lose because I say he ain't a superstar. It's levels to this shit. He ain't even the MVP right now. Who is the MVP for the Pacers? Who is
Siakam.
it? It'd be Siakam, or it's going to be
Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam.
It's Siakam. There's no one else.
Siakam would be first, but even if it was a list, he ain't second. He ain't second. That clutch shot he made in game 1, that was great. Cool. The man had 14 points. We talking superstar level type shit now. That ain't that. He's had one good game. So they got to chill, man, with being in the prisoner of the moment shit and keep saying motherfuckers hating on the man. No, you're not doing this. This is not the first time this season or playoffs that he's had a single digit game. It's not the first time. He's had plenty of this shit throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where I remember that. But if we're going to talk about the performance, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I mean, it wasn't even the best performance. Yes, Jalen Williams, like he shined in front of our very eyes. You know, the first couple games it was a little pedestrian, but these last 2-3 games he been balling out, right? Been balling out. But look at Chet. Chet didn't have a good game at all whatsoever. I think what he had 4-15. What was he? 9 points or some type of shit like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't great at all. You feel me? But the performance was enough to go out there and get it done. It looks like. We know OKC the better team, but sometimes it just looked like to me that I feel like OKC know what they about to do sometime. Maybe they can neutralize it here, then they get out in transition, and maybe they've been making everybody look like that. You know, you feel what I'm saying? But OKC just second straight game with a dub, and not great 3-point shooting either. Last game or this game, you know what I'm saying? So OKC had a good performance. Jalen Williams showed his ass. He showed his ass last night, you know what I mean, and took advantage of everything and every opportunity that was given to him. Remember, you know this. I tell you all the time, I like Jalen Williams. I like that dude. He's aggressive. He attacks the rim. He don't look scared. He don't get rattled. It's to me. I don't think I'm not about to use the age factor with Jalen Williams because I think he's prepared and ready, you know what I mean, for whatever. You see that in the finals now and putting up 40, you know what I mean, in a finals game, you know what I mean, that's showing right there, especially what you've done the last couple games and leading into this game, showing us like you kind of growing up. You're right in front of our very eyes, if you so to speak. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it like that. And then Shea had a good performance too. 31-10. It was just kind of overshadowed by Jalen Williams balling out and giving us 40. You feel what I mean? So I think OKC didn't even play their best. The defense was there to help the Pacers to under 110 points. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it was their best performance. Not at all, because like I said, I mentioned Chet wasn't even Chet on the offensive glass. He wasn't even that. You know what I mean? So they had a good performance, able to get the job done in easy, well, I ain't gonna say easy fashion, but in OKC fashion, you know what I mean? And I think, you know what I mean, they heated up for next game. I think this is like, hey, it was an eye opener, like okay, we woke now. We know what they made of. Yeah. We know what they can do. They guys coming off the bench, TJ McConnell and shit like that. But I think they have awakened now, and I think next game is going to be very, very intense, and it's going to get closed out if you ask me. But that's that. We'll get into that. But you go ahead and take it from there, bro.
Honestly, you might be right on the game 6. It going to game 6. Obviously, I was wrong on it being what
OKC in 5.
Yeah, OKC in 5.
Yeah.
Without that damn shot, maybe. You know what I mean? But honestly, man, this has been a good finals, man. I've enjoyed it. It's been, even though it's not like they say it's not like the top market teams and blah blah blah, but it's been a good finals. You know what I mean? Like, just for a neutral standpoint, it's been a great finals. But this game, man, OKC was showing they was getting after it defensively. They was turning them over. You know what I mean? And what was it? SGA and Jalen Williams was getting what they wanted to get. And I think the role players, even though there were some of the role players in terms of their big time role players, in terms of, let's say, Chet, it's not a big thing. He's like a star and making blah, blah, blah. But you had what's his name? Wiggins that showed out. And Cason Wallace, bro, Kentucky Blue showed out, man. Defensively, he's on it. Like, he's on it. You know what I mean? I think that was a big spark, big spark. He was, when they was leaving him open for what is it? In the corner threes. You know what I mean? When they was what was they doing? They was basically when SGA and Jalen was getting into the paint.
Yeah.
And they was just leaving him wide open, and he was knocking them shits down. You know what I mean? And I think that's what propelled them to open up the lead, right? And when they propelled to open up the lead, and you already know Tyrese Halliburton is going to have a hard. Listen, the difference between a Tyrese Halliburton and, say, a different player, Tyrese Halliburton's game is limited. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's not a guy that's going to get the ball in certain areas of the court and be able to get you something. He's always going to be at the top of the key, doing this little thing here. Doing this thing here, doing that, back, left or right, trying to get a switch and whatnot, right? And it's not going to work all the time, because now you don't have everyone that you can go, bro. Lou Dort can defend, Cason Wallace can defend, Caruso can defend. SGA, he's not like defending the greatest, but obviously he's doing so much offensively. But when it's time, he can defend. Jalen Williams can defend, and then Chet Chet's a long boy. You know what I'm saying? He's long.
Yep.
So it's not easy for Tyrese Halliburton to get what he wants. Remember from the beginning of the series, I said to you, and I think you also agreed, OKC is gonna give this nigga some problems.
Yes.
You said that from the beginning.
Yes.
You said it from the beginning, and it has showed. It
Yep.
has showed. It has showed. And the thing is, I don't think all it's showing is that Halliburton's game is just limited in certain areas.
Mhm.
That's what it's showing. I don't think people were overdoing it when they were making it seem like he's a superstar, da 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 da, blase blase blase. But realistically, he is like a. The thing is, he is not like a. People try to compare. He's like a Steve Nash or one of them type of guys, right? And it's like Tyrese Halliburton is not the guy to go give you 30, bro. Like
No.
it happens once in a while, but that's not him. And people have to understand that. That's not Tyrese Halliburton, bro. Tyrese Halliburton wants to get in the teeth of the defense. He wants to outlet the ball like Alonzo Ball quickly, get into people's hands quickly. He's not a guy to be on the ball all the time. Like that's his stuff. They want to get the ball. They want to go. They want to go. They want to go. And they want to put it in his hands. They want to outlet the ball. They want to like you know what I'm saying? They want to get into the teeth of the defense with his penetration, whatever, whatnot, come off brush screen sometimes, you know, whatever it may be. But that's him. But when niggas is in his shorts, nigga, because he don't have much of the offensive games, and it fucks them up. Yep. And to be honest with you, they should have kept him out the game and kept TJ McCollum in, and what's his name? Benedict Mathurin has definitely stepped up, and he's earning a bit of a paycheck right now. Yeah. He's earning a bit of a paycheck right now.
Yeah, I don't really. He started 49 games this year. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. You know, so keep going though.
Yeah. He did, but I'm saying like usually when you come and you have a good performance in the like the playoff, let's say in a finals series, people are going to notice that like at the highest level of pressure, you're doing well. So it's like someone's going to give him some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna give him some chicken.
Right.
But yeah, man, I think that OKC's defense was a bit too smothering. They made them turn over the ball too many damn times. 22 times. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
22 turnovers.
That's OKC.
That's OKC.
And you remember the first game, they had them 19 or 20 turnovers in the first half. And the second half, they had 5, right? But they wasn't capitalizing on those turnovers. They was capitalizing on the turnovers last night. I don't know
How many fast break points?
I know at one point in time they had 32 points off of those turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, they were capitalizing off of those turnovers, you know what I'm saying? So last night, you know, so I think that was also a difference in the ball game as well. I just think, and then so they talking about the calf and all of that. I'm like, bro, like, so like
32 points conceded off turnovers.
Yeah, 32 points conceded off turnovers. So he played 34 minutes. Okay, he was not out there, bro. I know you watched the game, and I'm not saying if you watched the game like you wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying like if you just remember watching that game, bro, it's not hobbling off the court.
He's Tyrese, right?
Yeah, Tyrese. He's not hobbling on the court. But like I said, even before he fell, he was not doing jack shit.
Wasn't doing anything, bro.
He was doing because he can't get by anybody. You know what I'm saying? His offensive game has been hindered by the defense of OKC, and they got too many guys they can switch on. Now you seen for a minute in like I think it was game 4. You know what I'm saying? When they was playing, they was trying to go at Shea. Trying to tire him out, and you know, because I know Halliburton, you know, he went at Shea a few times, you know what I'm saying? But my nigga, that shit ain't gonna work all the time. He may get off a couple times, but all of this, you know, the calf, he wasn't doing shit before that. And like I said, he's only had one good game this series. So going into next game, you know what I mean, which is Thursday, I wonder what they're going to say then if you go out there and have another pedestrian performance. Because loose shorts is coming. You feel what I'm saying? So, and Case and Wallace and all of them, you know what I mean? And so Caruso, so Jalen Williams. So, you know, I don't even want to be hearing that shit. And I don't want to hear nothing about that superstar shit no more. He's a good basketball player, but superstar, no, bro, because it's levels to this shit, man. It's just levels to the shit. So I mentioned, you know what I mean, about them, you know, I think they heated up, you know what I'm saying? And the next game I think it could get ugly, you know, here in that town. But do you think they could win their third straight game and go ahead and close it out? What you think?
Yeah, I think they can close it out. I think they can close it out.
Or the
I mean, this.
question is, will they? Will they? We know they.
Yeah. I think they closing it out. They closing it out. It's a wrap. It's a wrap right now. Especially also they have Tyrese Halliburton talking about he has a calf strain. He's gonna get MRI. So that he's out the game. You know what I mean? And maybe that might be a good thing for them. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't say that's a good thing because he's obviously their best point guard, and he does do good things for them.
Yes.
So that's gonna probably be a big deficit. But right now, man, the OKC, they feeling themselves at this moment. I feel they're feeling themselves right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing at a high level. The role players are playing at a high level as well. I think they got great production from Jalen Williams, which that's not a good thing because if Jalen Williams is on a high right now,
yeah,
you know SGA gonna give it 30.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna give it 30.
Yes.
So SGA gonna give it 30. If Jalen Williams continues to play like he plays, it's a wrap, bro. I think it's a wrap. I mean, I think it's plain and simple. This right here, you know what I mean? And if they continue to turn them over, if they continue to play this type of defense, I don't know, man. I don't think they have enough scoring right now. I don't think they have enough scoring. I think if Halliburton's out the game, it's gonna be a bit more of Nimhard. He's so small. I'm not saying he can't get to his spots. Sometimes he can, but if they're gonna rely on him a lot more and TJ McConnell, especially for the guard play, with them being on the ball most of the times and all that, I don't know if that's gonna get it done, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It can't happen. It can't happen. Not for me. Not for me. So I think this is an easy win for them. To be honest with you, I think they might blow these boys out this last game in Indiana. They might be celebrating. No, you might be celebrating over there in Indiana, man. I mean, you gonna go to the game?
Nah, I ain't going.
Can you set up a booth and hit a podcast? Go talk Shay.
I wish I fucking could, nigga, but they probably won't want me in there because I ain't rooting for the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, something tells me that they are too. You know what I mean? They not. I don't. Cause you're not going into this thing like, you know, we got game 7 at home. We just going, no. That ain't what they doing. That ain't what they doing. I seen Shay last night and when it was at their loudest because I think they had went on you know, when they brought the lead down to 2 from 15 points, talking about the Pacers, but then they extended the lead back up to damn near double digits. Crowd was going crazy. And Shay just, you tell him calm down. You know what I mean? It's like 6 minutes left or some shit like that because the game is still, you know how shit can happen with the Pacers, what they've been doing all playoffs, you know what I mean? So I like how he telling everybody to stay calm, stay poised, you know what I'm saying? I think he know and everybody else knows, even as young as they are, that this closeout game is probably the most important. This closeout game right here, this is the most important game so far. Obviously, we know every game is most important, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's important for them to close this game out because, you know, in game 7, anything goes. Anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Even though they on a high, they won 2 straight. Nigga, you do not want they don't want to go back to game 7. They don't want to do that against the Pacers. You don't want to do that. The Pacers have shown that they sneaky and then they can go in your building and get a dub. So I feel like Dagonaut, Shea, and even Caruso and them boys is all ready to go. Jalen Williams, they know they got to put on another type of performance. Chet Holmgren knows he has to play better. He missed a lot of open shots last night, and I think that they're going to be ready because they ain't like they haven't won here before. They just won here last time they was here. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think they're going to be ready, bro. You know what I mean? I think that they are going to close it out in 6. I'm hoping they close it out in 6 so my pick can be right. I said OKC in 6. But if not, you know what I mean, it's still, I'll take OKC in 7, you know what I mean? But yeah, OKC in 6 is what I want it to be so my pick can be right. And I think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do that for sure. All right, man. So on to some different news in the NBA, man. We already know Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? He's made his destinations clear where he want to go, which is, you know, Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, or the Houston Rockets. And I think we have talked before about, you know, where Kevin Durant should go. We mentioned the Rockets. I know you mentioned the Warriors, or back to OKC, right? I mean, just real quick, do you think he's going? What you think is the best fit? The best fit? 'Cause that's not the topic, but just real quick, what's the best fit for KD? What you think? Between those teams, Spurs, Rockets, and
so are we just assuming that he just goes on the team and say no one comes out or someone they're like second best player out? You know, that's the question.
I mean, I think we don't even know. Do we know what Phoenix wants? You know what I mean? Do they want a body? Do they want a player? You know what I mean? Let's just try to be, you know what I mean, realistic, I guess.
Probably say the best fit they can get. So if he goes to San Antonio and they don't have to give up De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, I think that's a good 3. I think that's a great 3 right there. So I might say San Antonio if you ask me because of that crew. I do like the Kevin Durant, Bam, and Tyler Hero. I do like that because if they can give up Duncan Robinson, if they can give up Andrew Wiggins maybe or something, you know what I mean? It's just depending on what Phoenix is going to get back. Like if San Antonio, they're going to who Vassell, a pick, and who, you know what I mean? Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Minnesota can probably give him the best package, maybe, if you ask me. You know what I mean? You probably give him DiVincenzo, you give him Dillingham, you give him Rudy Gobert, and then you can take probably KD for that. You know what I mean? If you ask me.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of Rudy.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to be realistic in a situation. If that's the case, and then you still have Nas Reed, you have McDaniels, you have Ant. Yeah. So that's not bad. So I might say the best one I'd probably say is probably San Antonio.
All right.
If they don't give up De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, obviously those are, because that won't be bad right there. To be honest with you,
all right,
right there.
So I just like Houston, man. I like him in Houston, man. They got defense. You know what I mean? I know we got to factor in, who
they gonna give up,
and picks and all of that shit. You know what I mean? You never go. You're never gonna get. This is like, you're not gonna get Luka AD no more. You know what I mean? You're not, or at least in this, you're not gonna get that in this. You're not gonna get somebody the caliber of Kevin Durant. So it's all about, what they can give on top of some draft picks, maybe to cover, maybe salary or whatever the case may be, man. And maybe they can, what's the old boy, Jabari Smith, who's a defender and who can shoot the 3, I'm saying, for Houston. Maybe they got a couple picks they could give up, type shit like that. And what's the other guy? I forget the other guy name. Dark skin with the hair. I think he got the dreads, the little starter locks. I can't remember his name. Shit.
Eason.
Yeah, Eason. You can give up those 2. Yeah, Eason. And then, you got Jabari Smith Jr. Maybe you can give up those 2 guys and a draft pick or 2, for Kevin Durant, who I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I just like Houston. That would be my first choice. And then San Antonio, that's good too. You got Wemby. I think that's more of I just feel like I like Giannis in San Antonio more. To me, I like Giannis there more, but that'd be good too, though. But Miami, nah, bro. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I just don't think that's enough. I don't think it's enough. They ain't gonna challenge nobody in the East. And no.
I mean, the East is still. It's not like the East has gone crazy.
Yeah, but I just feel like Miami we're gonna have to. I don't know. I don't think that's the place. Not for me. But the question is this though: if and when Kevin Durant leaves, what should Devin Booker where should he want to take his talents to? Talk to me.
I've never actually thought of this. That's the thing. I'm not sure. That's a good question. What do you think?
Well,
that's a really good question.
I may be
really good question.
I may be a little biased, but come to Philadelphia, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, come to Philadelphia, man. We got some picks available. You know what I mean? You can have Paul George motherfucking ass. You can take his ass out there to hit to Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and get some shit going, you know what I mean, with Devin Booker. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna go out here and really get some buckets, because we need a third scorer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listen.
Third, he might be your fucking first. God damn it, he can get buckets.
No. What I'm saying is this: 3 guys that can get to the money. You know what I mean? I'm not saying 1, 2, third. I'm just saying 3 guys that can get to the money. You feel me? And even if if Joel Embiid ain't playing or whatever the case, which hopefully it ain't no nice like that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be load managing and shit like that, and hopefully it works. You feel me? But if a night that he's not playing, I know Devin Booker can go out there and give us 25 to 30, and I know Max can feed off of that shit as well. He ain't gonna have the ball in his hands getting double teamed the whole time. You know what I mean? And he can go out there and get buckets too, along with Oubre, who's a knockdown 3-point shooter, play some defense, along with Jared McCain, he'll be back for us. Hopefully he come back off his injury. He's been out all season long. He was giving us 15 points a game off the bench. You know what I'm saying? When he was playing. Yeah, bro. Yabusele, he's coming back. He proved what an asset he can be. Energy, defense, putbacks, rebounds, and shit like that. Hit the open three. He's gonna get better, I think. You know what I mean? So I think he should come take his talent, bring his talent to motherfucking Philadelphia. You know what I mean? You know, he's been on the West Coast your whole career. Come to another side of the map, playboy. We get rough and rugged over here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what it is, man. Come to Philadelphia, and then boom, we back in this thing.
This is a good one, man. D-Book. If D-Book wants to go somewhere and be somewhere a bit, I mean, I'm always gonna say come over to the Bay. You know what I mean? Come over to the Bay Area. I think that'll be a good, a little Klay Thompson type dude. You know what I mean? Have a good organization. I would always tell him to come over on our side. I'll be decent, but that's too much dudes over there, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, actually, it works well. But I don't know. That would definitely be a good look for him, especially for a thing where when Steph Curry moves out, D-Book is in. You have a good organization. You have a good system to run. I think that'll suit him perfectly well, to be honest with you. Learn to play the game a great way. I think that would be a good fit for him. But if you're just talking about, I want to keep my biasness out of it, go New York.
I was just about to say, you probably gonna say New York.
Yeah, go New York. You know what I mean? Go there somewhere with Brunson. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, Mikal Bridges is out there, but like, I think the thing is, are we saying these teams where it's like people gonna want to give things up? You understand what I'm saying? And if you need to give things up, you want to give things up and get something in return. And if you're gonna do that,
yo, do you think so? Mikal Bridges was already out there in Phoenix. So do you think this should probably be a situation to where he stays and maybe they say, we want OG Anunoby, or you know what, let's try to get Karl-Anthony Towns. Let's try to get him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think?
Cat for like Karl-Anthony Towns goes to Phoenix?
Yeah.
For D-Book.
What I'm saying is this: do you think this is one of those situations where since Mikal Bridges was already in Phoenix before, that they would say, we've had him before. Maybe let's try. Hey, we want OG, or we want Karl-Anthony Towns. You know what I'm saying? What you think? Or is it like, what, we'll take Mikal Bridges back, and we want Josh Hart or some type of shit. You feel me? For Devin Booker.
I would do that in a heartbeat. Okay. No questions about it. Yeah, that'll be no questions about it. I mean, you've already got what you can from Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? You get what you can. It's not like D-Book can do what he do. In other words, you know what I mean? So I would definitely do that. 100%. I would 100% do that. Yeah, that'll be a good look. But New York, it seems something where I would think maybe that'd be a good option for him.
Yeah.
Also, maybe, I mean, you keep saying it, but I mean, also Miami, bro. Like, I don't like. It's like he's in a situation because he wants to win right now. Like, he keeps saying that. So it's like,
and that ain't Miami, man. I'm sorry. That ain't Miami.
But it's just the organization. They put runs together, bro. It's not like they put runs together.
I hear you, but I don't think he's sitting here, all right, we're gonna work. All right, let's go. I got a few years. He want to do something now. He want to do something now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Look, my Doomsday, he said Booker ain't going nowhere. He love it out there in AZ. Shit.
I mean, yeah, you love it out there in AZ till you start losing all the damn time. And then what's gonna happen now when KD gone?
Yeah, because him and Bradley Beal, that shit ain't hitting on nothing. They gonna miss the playoffs again. They gonna miss them shits, man. You know what I mean? It's time. It's time for a new change of scenery, man. It's time for a new change of scenery, dog. You know what I mean? I think that'll work for him. Come to Philadelphia, baby.
Yeah, Dame didn't want to leave Portland, but he had to go. It's time for a new change.
Yeah, it's time. It was really been time to go in Portland. Boy, they wasn't about to do nothing. That was a Mustang out there. There wasn't no damn Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? He has been losing his whole career. He's talking about Devin Booker. Devin Booker.
Mm.
All right, well, it's time to go win somewhere else then. Shit, ain't about to keep on staying here. Come to Philly or go to New York, man. You know what I mean? That's where we at with that for sure, Doomsday. I can't roll with you on that one, Doomsday. He gotta go, man. He gotta go. All right, man. So look, it was another trade that went down. You know what I'm saying? My sleeper team just got better, which was the Orlando Magic. You know what I'm saying? The Grizzlies traded Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic. You know what I'm saying? And the Memphis Grizzlies got KCP, Caldwell Pope, and they got Cole Anthony and 4 first-round picks. 4 first-round picks. Bro, this is, remember what I told you? You know what I'm saying? Remember what I told you? I said, them picks don't mean shit no more. You don't know these niggas in the draft, man. Like, it ain't like how when we was coming up, you knew them dudes who in the draft because they've been in college for 2 to 4 years. Now these dudes going to the G League, or they coming from overseas, or they going to college 1 year, and boom, they coming to the league. You know what I mean? It ain't like you actually know who these guys are no more. So you like to, they like said, fuck them draft picks. They get rid of them picks because they don't really mean shit like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Desmond Bane, 4 first-round picks, bro. Are we serious here? No, he's not. He is a good basketball player. He's good. He ain't that motherfucking good. He ain't that motherfucking good. You know what I'm saying?
So Orlando's in a good situation, though. Orlando has a future set ahead of them.
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely, they are. I'm just saying that's a lot of picks. I'm just saying because the picks are not valued no more. They ain't valued no more because you don't even be knowing these dudes. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, the Grizzlies, like I said, they got this. How much better does he make my sleeper team, the Orlando Magic? He makes us much better. Much better. And Jalen Suggs will be back. Big Mo Wagner will be back. You still got Franz Wagner and my dude Paolo Banchero out there. You know what I'm saying? Boys is out here about to get, it's about to get real ugly down in the South in Orlando. That's my, you know what? They ain't even my sleeper team no more. They ain't even they gonna be there. They ain't no sleeping nothing. And if Paolo Banchero didn't have to miss 6 weeks of basketball, along with Franz Wagner missing time, they would not have been in the 6th seed. They would have been they wouldn't have been. What seed was they? 7th seed. They wouldn't have been as low as they were. They would have been higher than what they were. And I stand on that. So hopefully the Orlando Magic can have, you know what I'm saying, health on their side next season. You know what I mean? And I know you still rocking with Detroit as your low-key sleeper team. And we can still say sleeper team because they still young. They still young, so we can still call them a sleeper. They can be a sleeper team. All right, cool. For a team that's gonna really put in some work, you know, and this right here, another scorer. He in his prime. He's only getting better. You know what I mean? He can score on the perimeter. He can defend. He can get out in transition. He can go get a bucket. He can go get a bucket on pretty much anybody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's break him down, get to the rim, he got size on him, he can use his body. He got the mid-range game, 3-point game, under the rim game. He got all of that. And he a fire starter out there. He like a firecracker right there. He ain't going for no bullshit, no nothing. So the Orlando Magic just got a lot better. A lot better, if you ask me. And I'm talking at least no less with health, no less than a second round appearance. Than second round. Nothing less at all. Keep on playing, they'd be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I mean, I think they like shooting, so that's definitely something to help them out. You know, Desmond Bane can shoot that, but I don't think he's a great defender. But he definitely has improved them in terms of scoring that ball because at some points they were struggling from 3. So at least he can at least stretch the floor a little bit. You know what I mean? Well, it all depends, right? Like they gave them the number 16 pick in the draft. Right, they gave them 2026 first round pick.
Yeah.
Which includes swap rights from Phoenix and Washington, and it's 2028 and 2030 unprotected first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Selections. Yeah. Yeah, so the pick swap is a top 2 protected in 2029. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's quite a lot, man. But I think the Orlando definitely got better. Let's just be honest. They definitely
Yeah.
got better. Yeah, they got better, 100%. So that's a good two that they picked up there. When you have Suggs at the 1, you know what I mean? And you have Desmond Bain at the 2, you know what I mean? Then you have Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero at the 3 and the 4. And then you have who is it? The Wagner brother at 5. Who else you want to put there? You have what's his name at the 5 as well. There's a few of
Wendell
them. They have
Carter.
a few. Wendell Carter.
Yep.
You know what
And
I mean?
Goga. Goga.
Yeah, yeah, they have a few of them, man. They have a few players out there. So over there is that's a pretty decent squad right there. Let's be honest, man. That's a pretty
Yes.
decent squad, and they should be happy about that. To be fair, you know what I see. The progression from Franz Wagner has allowed them to push to a top 4 seed in the East. Let's be honest. The
Yep.
progression, look, Franz Wagner's progression has been really, really, really good. And now that this stupid ass All-Star game, World versus friggin' USA.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be an all-star next year.
Mm. Yep. Yeah. Good squad over there. Sleeper team still. Orlando Magic. Gonna do some magic in that league next year, man.
But it looks like that you see that it looks like those because they got rid of Desmond Bain, now they obviously are probably going to extend those guys in Jaren Jackson and them.
But here's that's a segue into our next question, though. Understand this. You said that who they're going to extend. Now, Desmond Bain being gone from the Grizzlies is a big deal. It's a big deal. Getting Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony, I don't think that replaces Desmond Bain, because it's not act like Caldwell Pope was, on his shit last year. He wasn't the shit. He was okay. You know what I'm saying? But he was better in Denver than he was in Orlando. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's going to go there and change life. He's also a year older as well. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think they replaced, Desmond Bain. You feel what I mean? I absolutely think they replaced the guys in Orlando, getting Desmond Bain for damn sure. You feel what I'm saying? So this is a question. Does this hurt John Morant's decision to sign with the Grizzlies, to sign that extension? Because he got 2 years left on his deal. And he can sign for an extension, I think, next summer. Does this halt his decision? Like, does this say, you know what? I'm gonna wait and see what we do in the draft. Or I'm gonna see, because listen, we know, bro, it's certain places in the league. You don't. Nobody wants to go to Memphis. Nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Nobody, no big time free agents wants to go to Naptown with the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? No. It's certain places. Nobody just wants to just up and go. You know what I mean? To Washington. You know what I mean? It's certain places where niggas is not gonna want to go, and ain't nobody just beating down the door to go to Memphis. Okay, now we know they drafted John Morant, and when it comes to getting that real big money, they're gonna probably be the only team that can give him the most money. But is it all about the money, or is it like, yo, I really want to win? I want to go somewhere else so I can have a chance to go win. So, do you think this is gonna halt his decision to re-sign with the team?
But let me tell you something. There's more to this, right? Because the emergence of Scottie Pippen Jr. probably made them say, okay, you know what? We still have him on his rookie contract, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And his emergence, they can slot him at the 2, or they can continue to develop him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they don't have to give him all that chicken like they would have had to give Desmond Bain. But then you bring in someone like Caldwell Pope, who's a 3-point specialist and a defender and a championship player. Let's be honest. He's won 2 chips and has been on 2 good teams and has provided. He provided a service in those. He wasn't just there. You know what I mean? He provided a service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's also going to provide something for Grizzlies. So don't think this move just halts the Grizzlies. They're thinking, okay, we got Scottie Pippen Jr., who's also a defender, better defender than Desmond Bain, and they see the potential from him. You add him with John Morant, then you add Caldwell Pope, and then you still have the rookie man in Zach Edey, the Canadian, right, with Jaren Jackson. I mean, they think it also the future, and right now they're kind of blending it all in together. So I don't think this is a really bad move. So in this case, if you're John Morant, they're gonna still be able to give you that 300 million or 400, whatever the hell it is. I'm gonna take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. It's not like they're a bad team. They're 48-34, man, during the season, baby. You understand what I'm saying? A few injuries here or there. Remember, they were at the top of they were at the top. They were a top 3 team until certain injuries happen. So I don't think they're far away from it. You know what I mean? They're just trying to retool, get some defenders, get some, get championship caliber players. And you got Cole Anthony also, who's another backup point guard. They're not bad, man. I don't think they're that bad at all. So I think he should stay, to be honest with you, and run that back with him and Jaren Jr., man. You know what I mean? So that's just my humble opinion. I think he should run it back. They're just doing something where they see the emergence of other players. You understand what I'm saying? And if you do see the emergence of other players and you want to add some championship caliber players in who are experienced and that don't need the ball at all, this allows what's his name to flourish more and allows maybe Scottie Pippen Jr. to go and get into that next role that he has, that putting into that Desmond Bain role, maybe. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not bad, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my opinion.
So you think he'll go ahead and sign his extension like nothing?
Yeah.
They can get his money. All right. Well, look, I think he'll sign his extension, but if because he want that bag. It ain't nothing wrong with wanting that bag. You got to secure that motherfucking bag. You feel me? So
especially with his injury ass.
Especially with his injury issues, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. So with his injury issues and Memphis loving him and I'm not saying they're a bum ass team, you know what I mean? But I just think, I just think it's going to take a little longer because I think Desmond Bain is a big loss. And yes, Scottie Pippen, I like Scottie Pippen Jr. as a player. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, that's my guy. But his game, as a player, he one of them guys that's getting better too. You know what I mean? He can get to the lane a little bit. He can shoot it. And defense. He can play defense. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I was signed. But if things ain't looking good in the next couple years, you know what I'm saying? Like better. You feel what I mean? Like we got a chance to go do something. It might be time to, look elsewhere.
Well, let me tell you something, Big Mike. Let me tell you something. This is the problem with Ja Morant, though. Ain't no you can go out there and fucking sign the thing. You know why? Every time you fucking lose, oh, I had them figured out, nigga. You had them figured out and figured them out. What are you talking about? I fuck with you. I fuck with you, Ja. I fuck with you, Ja.
Yeah.
But you can't be talking every time after, oh, I figured you out, and then you want to go jump halt somewhere else. If you figured them niggas out, then go re-sign that bitch and go back and try and go beat them niggas then.
You remember he was saying, he was like, oh, I'm good in the West. I'm good in the West. Remember he was saying that shit? Remember we was saying that shit? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The West is getting stronger, my guy. The West is getting stronger, my guy. So, I mean, all that he good in the West shit, he should have just kept that shit to himself. Kept that shit
to himself. He figured out OKC, bro.
No.
They was blowing them niggas out by 50.
Yeah, they were not going to beat OKC. I don't care who got hurt. They were not. If nothing happened to Ja. You know what? You know what? We talking about Ja being hurt and shit. How we know Memphis want to throw him the whole chicken?
That's a good fact.
How we know that?
That's a good
How
point.
we know Memphis wanted to throw you $350 million and you can't even hardly play? Because you know what I'm saying? He went out in the playoffs when he needed most this time. He was hurt last year. He
played this year too.
Yeah, and then look, hold on, in the playoffs, this is every year. This is like and it may not be as severe, you know what I'm saying? But this is some Joel Embiid-ish type shit going on here. Because it's always something.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's because it's always something. He may not necessarily require, you know what I'm saying, surgery every single time. You know what I mean? And things like that. But it's always something that's keeping Ja Morant from playing, though. Always getting hurt. And it's at the most inopportune time. You know what I'm saying? Like how we know Memphis want to just say, all right, he go 350. He go $350 million. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even hardly on the court all the time throughout the season. And I'm not the biggest on that
50 games played. 50 games played, bro. He missed 30-something games, nigga.
Yeah, so let's see.
That's crazy.
Let's see here. So Ja Morant has missed a total of 30. Let me see. Let me see here, man. He's played 307 games in his career.
50 games, 2023-24, 9 games, 61, 57, 63. He's never hit a 70-game season ever in his life.
And he's so young.
Yep.
He's so young. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's had, you know, damn. I'm trying to look at, okay, look. Damn. And this is from 24, January of 24 on down. A shoulder injury. Illness in December of 2023. A hand injury in the 2023 playoffs. Left hip injury. Right thigh, a right wrist, right thigh again. You know what I mean? Like it's this shit is everywhere. Back injuries, left ankle, right knee. I mean, we know he plays. He kind of got that Derrick Rose, type of, like maybe he ain't got to do all that extra shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he ain't got to try to, he play hard, bro. He play hard. You know what I mean? He jumps hard. He jump high as fuck. But you got to come down. You know what I'm saying? And all of the moving and shit that he's done is like, bro, he's had a lot of in the big games. He missed right shoulder 47 games missed, the right knee 13 games, 12 games to the left knee, 11 games to the left ankle. You know what I'm saying? 6 to
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. Memphis should let that nigga go, man.
Oh, damn. You just said.
I'm thinking about it, man. They should let that nigga go, man.
Oh,
yeah, because too many injuries, man. You already see the issues that they have previously, and right now you want to get it while it's hot. So you know who you should call? You know who you should call? Go call Phoenix, man. Go call Phoenix, man. Hey, D-Book, come over here, man. Phoenix, okay, to get a young star. D-Book over there. You know what I mean? Scottie Pippen Jr. can run the point. You still got Cole Anthony to run the point. Come on.
Memphis going downhill.
But why not? You go get someone, a young star, 28 years old, 29 years old, who's a D-Book. You still got a young star.
Trade D. Okay. So trade D-Book to Memphis for Ja Morant. That's what you're saying. That's what they should be. They should be trying to look at that. That's what you're saying.
Yes, get off that. Get off Ja Morant, because think about it, man. You're right, man. But we already said he has injury issues.
Yeah.
We already said some of his off-court issues. This is stuff that he's put on himself. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to get the most you can out of him right now, before he might not want to stay in Memphis. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 99 games missed due to injury or illness. Damn. Yeah, we're not so sure if they want to give him the whole bag. I'd be scared to give him 340 million, 350 million. You missing a lot of games. So, I mean, let's talk about the WNBA. Oh, you got something to say?
No, you can continue.
Let's talk about the WNBA, man. So we see Caitlin Clark. She returned after missing 5 games, 19 days, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? We seen they was 2-2 when she got hurt or whatever, and then we looked up, they was 2-4. I think they won a game or two, but when she came back, boy, she dropped 32 in great fashion. You understand me? Handed the New York Liberty their first loss of the season, man. What was your thoughts on that game, man? Did you get a chance to check it all out, bro?
I did, man. I definitely did.
Dog. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. The Indiana has a bit of a thing issue, like a playing issue. They need to play up tempo. They need to play the way that Caitlin Clark is can use all of her strength and her abilities. I think she still needs to cut down on the turnovers a bit. You know what I mean? But they definitely don't look like the same team without Caitlin Clark. It's damn clear as day.
Yep.
It's damn clear as day. But she looked amazing, man. And I say this, and I always say this, and I said this before. It wasn't just because she's white that she's this popular, bro. She shoots. Her shooting ability and the way that she does it is entertaining, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what's bringing the people, to watch her games. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. A bit of it obviously is that she's white, but I think also it's a lot of it is she has the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different game to a Paige. Like Paige is a bucket getter, not a bucket. Paige is a good basketball player. Like, you could tell, like she got it all. Like, she got it. You know what I mean? But like, if you're just talking about, it's just similar to the Steph Curry effect. Like, shoots from deep, flashy. You know what I'm saying? And she's kind of like flamboyant with it. You know what I mean? So like, people love to see that. And
her game matches with what people like in basketball today.
Yeah. And that resonates with what? With who?
Steph Curry.
And who does Steph Curry resonate with all the time? The kids, bro.
Oh yeah, the kids. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the big thing with Caitlin Clark, man. But she looked amazing in them, man. She hit like 3 back-to-back threes. The way that her passing ability is out of this world, bro. Pick and roll. She can outlet it. She can let it go like Lonzo Ball and Tyrese, but she also can do it in a half court set. What's her name is also like, I think Aaliyah Boston is better when she's on the court. Right, like I think she sets up Aaliyah Boston in those certain situations. Cunningham has been good for them. Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall, defender. I love her. She's a grinder. You know what I mean? She's a grinder. You know what I mean? She's similar to like a Bonner. She's like a younger Bonner to me. You know what I mean? I think Colson also a good backup point guard, also out there doing her job. The team does well, man. I watch them every day. I'm about to watch them today too. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to watch them. They playing at 9:00 my time. So I thought it was a great game from her, and I think she has a chance to fucking win the chip this year, man.
And listen, I was getting ready to ask you that, you know what I mean? But let me before we get into that real quick, it's like, yeah, she was phenomenal, bro. Like hitting back-to-back threes, you know what I mean? And, we know she can pull from deep too. You know what I mean? She pulling from deep too. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing. They look different when she out there versus when she ain't. The tempo is different. The playmaking is different. You know what I'm saying? She's got like the obviously on offense, you know what I'm saying, when she's scoring, she got the Steph Curry effect, right? And then also she got the LeBron effect when I talk about like playmaking. Remember I used to say, man, when LeBron sit down, man, it's like the playmaking just goes out the window. It turns into ISO basketball all the time. Ain't nobody making no plays. Ain't nobody making no, thing. She got that effect too, you know what I'm saying? So very entertaining. She played a marvelous basketball game. Shit. Played a marvelous basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And you said you think they got a chance to win to go to the chip or win the chip this year. But I was getting ready to ask, do you think she can lead this Fever team to the WNBA Finals this season? And I already got your answer and shit. You know what I mean? Yo, listen, I ain't gonna put nothing past them. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know what I mean? We got teams like, when the Feast of Collier out there in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? You got the New York Liberty out there. I know that's they first loss of the season and things like that, you know what I mean? But they are who they are. They was missing 2 starters as well, you know what I mean? So maybe that could have been the difference but Caitlin played so well, maybe it wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put nothing past them. This would be like if the Fever were to play, New York Liberty in the conference finals, you know what I'm saying? It'd be looked at like, OKC and Pacers, because OKC would be the Liberty, the heavily favored team, versus the Pacers, which would be the Fever, who's going to be the underdog going into that. And it's going to be a dogfight every game. It's not going to be nothing easy. It's not going to be no sweep. It's going to look just like these finals is looking right now. Tied series, and then the best team just gonna have to win. But you know what I mean, they got Caitlin that can take over the game. We know what Breanna Stewart represents, but shit, she ain't doing it from where Caitlin Clark is doing it there from 3 that can change the game. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put nothing past them, bro. But I know
Nescu can, no. Sabrina can.
No. I listen. I know she can. I know, but Caitlin Clark do it better. Yeah. Caitlin Clark does it better. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it 100. Sabrina Ionescu is great. She a competitor. You see it in her face. She's a competitor. She's a winner. She wants to win. She'll do whatever it takes to go out there and win the basketball game. You feel me? But Caitlin Clark shooting that rock is just better. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark.
Are you done? I want to ask you a quick one.
Go ahead.
Do you think she's gonna get to 20 and 10 during the season? Because she's at 21.6 and 9.2 assists per game.
Yeah, I think she can because you got more players out there that can. You got Natasha Howard out there can get to the basket off of maybe a screening roll or whatever the case may be. Kelsey Mitchell, she stays even like last season. She stays getting open looks and hitting shots from Caitlin Clark. You got Aaliyah Boston when she rolling to the rim, can get layups and things like that. You know what I mean? You got Lexi Hall. I mean, who can shoot it? You know what I'm saying? And just you got people on that team who can shoot. Or is it Sophie? Is it Cunningham? One of those two, you know what I mean? They can shoot it or whatever the case may be, you know. And so yeah, bro, I think she probably can go 20 and 10. You know what I mean? The assist is all about the next person knocking shots down.
Yeah,
you know,
she be getting players open looks all the time, and sometimes they don't knock it down.
Yeah, and they don't knock it down. So I mean that right there, her not getting a double, I don't think that's a big issue because we know that she gets open looks for anybody out there that's on the perimeter. Yeah. It's up to them to knock the shot down or not. You know what I'm saying? Every look is not going to be a pick and roll, slip screen to the rim. It's not going to always be that. You know what I'm saying? This is not Karl Malone and John Stockton when that shit was it was beginner and easy to get to. You know what I'm saying? So no, if she don't get 10 assists, that's fine. We know she could have. Motherfuckers just miss shots. But the 20 points, I think that's going to remain. I think the 20 will remain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could go higher. Like right now, she's second in the league. So if she continues to do what she do, I could probably see her getting to around 23, 24. And if she stays at around 9, then she's gonna be fighting for the MVP with Collier right now. Because Collier balling right now.
Yeah, she's doing her thing, you know what I mean? So it's definitely something to look at, you know what I mean? Something to look forward to, something to look at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I wouldn't put none past. They look real. They got a good team. Fever got a good team, bro. They're just better with Caitlin Clark, you know what I mean, running the show. Remember I told you that's what they needed, bro. They needed a quarterback. They needed somebody who can go out there and control the show, but can also, you know what I mean, if she can't throw a first down, she can go get it with her feet. You know what I mean? Or go get a first down with her feet. You know what I mean? Or if it's you know, third and if it's second and 9, maybe she can go run and get 7. Now we only got 3rd and 2 to go. You know what I mean? That's what they needed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and she flourishing. The team is better, getting better, and they look different when she out there, bro. So yeah, they out there balling for damn sure. Yeah, I don't put nothing past them at all. Getting to the WNBA finals for sure.
100%, man. I mean, it's gonna be on her, to be honest. So
yeah.
It's definitely gonna fall on her. I think honestly, the Natasha Howard pickup was a good pickup.
Yes,
I like the pickup. Natasha Howard can ball, man.
Yes, she can ball. She tough, and she all that. She can hoop. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Anything else on your mind today, Playboy?
No. About to just watch this Caitlin Clark game, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get to it for the. Hopefully, see some more trades happening, whatnot. You know what I mean?
It's about to go down. It's about to go after these finals. You know, it's really about to go down. So, you know, we're gonna have a lot to talk about with that too, a boys land that too. So.
And we should be talking about thing, man. Why haven't you gonna go watch some Club World Cup? Because it's in America and it's in America.
Am I gonna go watch
the Club World Cup? Real Madrid's in the USA, bro.
What time it come on?
No, like they're in America playing, so you can actually go to the stadium and watch. And like, you know,
where?
It's everywhere in America, everywhere.
I'm gonna have to go check out the schedule, man.
Check them out.
Real Madrid.
Yeah. So you gotta go watch them play, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm just trying to see where they at. All right. Yeah, man. But for now, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get at y'all boys. Wanted to holler at y'all, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. You see the name at the bottom of that screen? 11 Jordan Webb. Any issues, you check with him. If we ain't on the show, you check with him. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, man, make sure y'all watch them finals, man. Make sure y'all watch some soccer too. Watch some baseball. Watch everything. You know what I mean? Just get ready for this. We need things to make the time go by for this football season to come up. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting. You know, this basketball season about to be over, and according to us, it's over after the next game. You know what I mean? So. watch some shit, you know, make the time go by, get ready for this. I'm just ready for September 4th. You know what I mean? I'm ready for September 4th, you know what I mean? So hopefully
Can't wait.
Yeah, hopefully we go out there and get the dub so I can sit there and watch Sunday football happy at ease. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah, man. For the viewers, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's our show for the day, and we gone.